I'm with Kevin at the Airweek in Middelburg, and I'm standing next to a proudly South African product, the Orion Cub. Kevin, please tell us about this wonderful aircraft.
Thanks, Angelo. It's an aeroplane that we've built in Krugersdorp in South Africa. We started in 2020. What you're looking at here is the prototype. We do have different engine sizes. This is the smallest engine, is only a 100 horsepower Rotax, but we go up to 200 horsepower Lycoming in the same airframe.
Okay.
And there's very little change between the normal Rotax powered aeroplane and the Lycoming.
Lycoming, yeah.
So they're pretty much the same. Our center of gravity works out fine, but it's South African from the ground up. It's something that I've wanted to do since I was a child. And it's taken me many, many years. I started the design on this one in 2012, and we only got to fly it in 2020. So it's taken a while to get there. And so far on what we've done 350 hours in this airplane, and not once have we had to change anything. So the design was good. Fortunately, over a long period of changes that I've done, everything's worked out, and we're able to fly it basically from a prototype from the first flight to now. We've put it in the flying school. We've tried our best to see if everybody else can fly it, and we've probably done 70 or 80 conversions to the airplane already.
So childhood dreams do come true, but you need tenacity. You need to actually take your time. Don't rush this process.
Perseverance and stubborn.
Yeah, be stubborn.
I
love that.
When people say to you, I don't think it can be done, that's a challenge that I always like to take up.
Go ahead.
But it's certainly been a dream from being a little boy. I used to play with plastic models, then I played with radio control models, and finally, obviously not straight into design, but it came through that route of getting into and understanding a bit of the aerodynamics and the way an aeroplane flies. And it's been a dream for me, and we are realizing it. We've got 3 going to Australia. The first one is actually flying in Australia.
Wow.
We've got 3 going to America soon, and then we've got this one. So in total, we've sold 14 so far.
Wow. Are you exhibiting at Oshkosh?
In 2025, not, but in 2026, we hope to be there. Yes.
All right. And the performance, we're not at sea level here. I know that even a 150 will improve at sea level. How does this baby hold up?
It's actually quite remarkable.
Yeah.
We're slightly different in the sense that we can adjust the pitch. We haven't got a constant speed propeller, but we are able to adjust it in flight. But it's remarkable what this little airplane can do. There's going to be a short takeoff and landing competition just now. And even at this whole altitude, with this density altitude and a very small engine, you'll be surprised how quickly you get off the ground with this airplane.
Wow.
Stall speeds, indicated stall speeds, we can go to about 20 miles an hour before it'll actually stall.
I saw in the brochure that I got from your company, the stall speed is rather low. And I was asking myself, does this thing ever stall?
If you have a little bit of power on, the answer is no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
And it all to do with the wing section that I've chosen with a big flap.
I see.
And the fact that we've got wingtips, or functional wingtips, they're actually creating a vortex over the ailerons. So right down into the stall, our ailerons are still working. And they work incredibly well. But the stall is so benign, it's almost a non-event.
Yes.
So when it does stall, just release some of the back pressure and the airplane will continue to fly. We can do indicated 15 miles an hour, and we can actually get it to fly. And we can actually do a circle with 15 miles an hour indicated. So
very forgiving aircraft.
Very much so, without even falling out of the sky.
I saw the endurance and the range as well.
Yes.
Perfectly impressive, I must say. Especially when you put you augmented tanks to increase the capacity.
We've actually gone to standard 150 liters.
All right.
So we're not going to put auxiliary tanks in at this stage. Other than we do have a belly pod where we can put another 110 liters. But for the average person and the average engine, even if it's a 915 or bigger, 916, 150 liters is giving us enough range because of the additional speed. So we don't feel that we need to carry the burden of extra fuel.
Yeah. And price-wise, what are we looking at? Should I start saving even more?
No, for you, it's very No, we have to unfortunately base everything in dollars.
Yes.
So we have kits starting at about $58,000.
Okay.
And then they will go up to $80,000, and it all depends on what engine, what propeller, and what instrumentation you're going to put in. But bear in mind that is a kit.
Okay.
So if we're talking South African rand, an airplane that you see behind you is about 2.1 million rand when you've put an engine, propeller, and instrumentation into it.
Well, if you can drive a BMW X5, why not? It's almost the same ranch.
There you get stuck in traffic. Here we don't.
You don't.
This
Yes.
is much nicer.
Kevin, thank you so much for talking
You're welcome.
to us.
Thank you
Really
very much.
appreciate it.